Hi there, Coach Rosa Seward here, coming to you from Brick House Cardio Club in Stafford, Virginia. I am going to talk to you about our Plate by Zumba program. This is a 4-week program that we've designed to help you get healthy, start eating better, and possibly lose some weight in the process. That's the end goal, in fact. And just to give you some background information, Plate by Zumba is a program that was created by Zumba with the expert help of Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Neil Barnard, and registered dietitian Lisa Dorfman. Dr. Hyman is the medical director for the Cleveland Clinic Center for Functional Medicine. He's also the author of several best-selling books, including The 10-Day Detox and Mindful Eating. Dr. Neil Barnard is a professor at the George Washington University School of Medicine. He's the president of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine and also the author of several best-selling books, including Dr. Neil Barnard's Program for Reversing Diabetes, Power Foods for the Brain, and Foods That Cause You to Lose Weight. Lisa Dorfman is a registered dietitian and a sports nutritionist who formerly served as the director for the graduate program of nutrition in health and human performance at the University of Miami. The course is going to give you the education you need to make healthier food choices. It's going to show you how to create some lasting, life-changing results. The goal is to take the scientific guesswork out of the picture and make it easy for everyone to understand. So you won't have to deal with cumbersome calculations and weights and measurements and things like that. We're going to just break it down and give it to you in layman's terms so that you can easily understand and follow the program. I'm going to take you through a lesson in healthy eating. I'll break down what foods have been shown to promote health and those that tend to get in the way of good health and weight loss. Every class is supposed to be an adventure in healthy eating topics. We're going to talk about macronutrients, fiber, and digestive health. We'll talk about reading labels. We'll talk about sugar and many other topics dealing with food. So before we begin, I would recommend that you set up an account on www.myfitnesspal.com, and there you can set up an account to set your weight loss goals. You can track your progress, you can keep track of your fitness activities, and it's free. So download it to your phone and just use that as we go through the program. Just to give you some background, Plate by Zumba will provide a chart of foods, and these foods will describe it will show you how foods that you should eat daily, foods that you can eat occasionally, and foods that you should avoid at all costs. The primary foods that we'll talk about will be the essential plants and essential calories. These are going to be foods that are nutrient dense, they contain fiber, antioxidants, and they will focus on the glycemic impact, not the glycemic load, which is something that we'll talk about later. The essential plants are also going to be covered, and these will be our carbohydrates, the good carbohydrates, and they will include whole fruits, whole vegetables, grains, legumes, and beans. As we go through the program, we're going to talk about how food heals and connects us. Hippocrates once said that let thy food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And it is true. There are certain foods that are proven to prevent and cure certain diseases and illnesses. In fact, most chronic diseases are caused by poor diets. Poor diets are the diets which will have foods that are not real foods that are found in nature. In a perfect world, we would all grow our own organic produce. We would have a butcher cut our grass-fed, pasture-raised meats, our cows, or buffalo, or whatever types of meats that you like to eat. We would gather our own wild-caught fish. It wouldn't be farm-raised. We would eat only foods that we could hunt, pluck, or otherwise find in nature. But that's not the perfect world that we live in. We have our families, we have our spouses, our kids, jobs, school, and other things that prevent us from eating the way that we should. But the question that you should ask yourself is my food whole or is it processed? Would my grandmother recognize this food as real food? If not, then it's probably something that's going to deplete your energy and deplete your health. There are lots of times that I've had a meal and I still feel so drained instead of energized by that meal. So we're going to talk about those whole foods. We're going to talk about how affordable it is to eat whole foods. Many people argue that it's too expensive to eat right or eat healthy, when in fact, if you really look at it, take for example a can of diet soda. So that can of soda might cost you 75 cents. It will have 0 calories, 0 nutritional value. Let's look at broccoli on the other hand. A serving size might cost you about $1. So you're looking at 75 cents versus $1. However, the broccoli will provide fiber. It's going to provide protein. It's going to provide only about 50 calories, but those are good calories, with vitamins A, B6, B12, vitamin C, potassium, calcium, magnesium, iron, and again, fiber. So on the surface, it might look like eating healthy costs more money, but in the bigger picture of your health, you're going to get more bang for your buck with real food. So an overview of the plate program. So the program has 2 categories, which are your essential plants and your essential calories. It'll show you the least optimal foods that you should eat and the most optimal foods that you should eat based on nutrient density, fiber, antioxidant, and again, the glycemic impact. What are the essential plants? These are your carbohydrates, your whole lower glycemic fruits, such as berries or avocados, your vegetables, which would be anything green, basically all you can eat because they're loaded with nutrients and fiber and antioxidants. Your grains, you want them to be whole grains and gluten-free if possible. And then your legumes or beans. This is where you're going to get your fiber and protein. The essential calories are the fat. You need calories from fat, protein, and some other categories too that we'll take a look at later, including sugar and processed meats. The chart that Plate by Zumba provides is color coordinated to make it easy. You're going to have a green section, and we know that in most things in our lives, green means go or good. So that section will include all the foods that you should eat daily. And then there's an orange section, which are foods that you can have occasionally. You don't want to eat them every day or every week for that matter, but you can still have some of those foods that are in the orange section. And then the last section is going to be red, the bottom part of the chart. The red section will be foods that you should never eat. They are just not healthy for you because they will promote weight gain or promote diseases. When you prepare your plate, we are going to ask that you make your plate with 50 to 75% non-starchy vegetables. These are your green vegetables. We want 25% to be your protein, and that can be healthy animal protein or vegetable protein. Then the other 25% can be your healthy starches. These are your non-gluten grains and vegetables. So if you're interested in this program, if it sounds like something that you can do or something you wish to do, please follow me here. I will break down all of the lessons in the program. We will talk in our next video about macronutrients and micronutrients. This is a lesson that was written by Dr. Mark Hyman. So stay tuned, like this video, share this video, and come back for more of Plate by Zumba. Thanks.